Another compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines. Taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. EA Sports College Football Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Street. Kirk, let's get right to the action. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
So both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset.
Here he goes. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. The right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. It's complete on the crossing route. And the game just good enough for a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools. On both sides, it's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. Quick throw to the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They connect for 6. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Stewart. He's got an opening, watch out, he's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? Can they catch him? No, touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back out of the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if they can do it again. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? To throw, it's Sayan. Grab near the sticks. It's Carter. Get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, that's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the catch.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And he'll set up to throw. A quick throw to the right. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop and give this hot offense the football back?
Automatic in the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Handed off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. So many good backs that come through Ann Arbor.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. He's got the first and still going. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
The quarterback has got to do a better job of recognizing that there's double coverage on this receiver. He still tries to throw that in there, believing in his receiver, and he almost throws an interception.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. On the run, it's Marshall. Some hard running there through a tackle. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much, just a small gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. Looking to throw here. Grab down the middle. It's Singleton. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on 4th down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He'll try a pass here. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. The Wolverines hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He escapes the pocket. Incomplete. As good as he threw the ball, that's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Coach decides to go for it on this 4th down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Oh, the ball is loose near the goal line. The offense recovers, but doesn't make any difference. They're short on the 4th down play. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And they've got him behind the line. Great penetration by the defense. They finally get him down for a loss.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't it have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last? It's going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
And the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the 2nd quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in last possession. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the 1st down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
That's reeled in. It's Singleton. Make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up for the 1st down at the 47.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
The shotgun running play call. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
To throw, it's Sayin. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. We make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
The running back at that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking downfield. Pass not complete. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar.
And it's hauled in. What a catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Still no answer for this offense. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Michigan offense back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the left side. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And the Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the wideout goes in motion. Same tailback, another carry. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. The Wolverines will have first and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Single back takes the handoff. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Wolverines will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Grab down the middle. It's Morgan. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense. A man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open figures it out. It's a sack for the defense.
The sack moves him into extreme field goal range. You've got to do something now on 2nd and long. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Snags a quick throw. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. The drive that will not end. It is a long way to go on 3rd down here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And coach elects to send out the field goal unit. This will be a 45-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? To the air, it's Sayin. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. The quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense really clicking.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
They tack on the PAT. It's a 2-touchdown lead now, 28-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Oh, they keep the football. They're able to recover that fumble and avoid a costly mistake. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Now, it wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the quarterback's mistake will place the ball even closer to their own end zone. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. Returner trying to create good field position. And the coverage team gets the return to the ground.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They need to get things going trailing by a couple possessions. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Goes deep off his back foot. And it's hauled in way downfield. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the single back takes the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
You make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the first down yardage.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here. And the back's able to navigate his way for a first.
Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. The defense has got it. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on him for a big turnover.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Gets some space around the 30. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This Buckeye team are beginning to flex now and pulling away from their arch rivals right here.
Well, they seem to win every one-on-one matchup, whether it's the offensive line being able to win, getting a hat on a hat, the backs being able to get out in space one-on-one, and these receivers getting downfield. The athletic ability of the Buckeyes on full display.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete even on the first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
They're going to run it. First down and more. He's still running. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's caught. It's Singleton. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down. The Wolverines come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down. Incompletion in first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw it again. He lets it rip. Grab down the middle. It's Fleming. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Now here's the toss play. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. They can't stop him. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That's a second and goal play for the offense. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, the energy really building now. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Throwing for his running back, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down. Critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Throws it to the right. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it and when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
And the pass is knocked away in the end zone. A touchdown-saving play.
Heck of a job here by this defense in defending this big tight end on this route. Had him covered kind of inside and outside no matter which way he went. They had a defender ready to knock that ball away.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, today's middle linebacker has to have the ability to cover, to be able to be a great run stuffer. Also, the ability to blitz and get after the quarterback. There's an example of it right there. These guys are becoming more and more athletic every year in college football.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Get set, get set.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Receiver makes the catch. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And there's the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the Wolverines are going to keep this drive moving.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. 1 quarter to play in what has been a beatdown so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Sticking with the running game. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. The Wolverines come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. The back's got it. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of a play.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Running play goes backwards, and the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. They'll run it here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looking to convert on third down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Breaks free. Breaks into the clear. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. Way too much speed in that play.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Scanning the field. It's saying. He's got it in the open. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Boy, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. First down before they get him to the ground.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Looking to chuck it again. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. He'll hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. He breaks free. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short game.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Past the 30. They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Pressure is coming. Oh, they've got him. A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs. The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Here's the handoff. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.